Hi guys, I'm Dr. Jenny White, a dentist in Sarasota, Florida, and her fearless patient Susan with our podcast, Open Wide, Unfiltered Opinions between a dentist and her patient. Over the past 25 years or so, I've been sitting in a little room talking to myself all day, and I've gained a lot of wisdom through that process, which I want to share with you. We hope our podcast casts optimism and fearlessness to you so you can rise to the top, stay at the top, and dream bigger than you've ever imagined.
I think we should let people know that we're back to drinking. That's why we look like
Will
this.
they know? You think they'll know? So on today's show, the soup du jour is holiday stress and how to remain festive and functional during the holiday season. Susan, I thought we would start by defining the word stress. And so I have Webster's, Perplexity, ChatGPT, Grok, Miss Manners, and what Queen Elizabeth said about stress. So Webster says stress is defined as a constraining force or influence. Perplexity says the body's response to any demand or challenge, whether pleasant or unpleasant, which can cause physical, mental, or emotional tension. This response engages a range of psychological changes and affects nearly every system in the body, prompting people to adapt to new situations or environments. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
ChatGPT said stress is the body's physical and psychological response to a demand, challenge, or perceived threat. Grok, G-R-O-K, that's
My
a new
favorite
one
new
from
place.
that you introduced me to that. It's a state of mental, emotional, or physical tension resulting from adverse or demanding circumstances. Miss Manners, aka Judith Martin, does not offer a formal definition of stress in the psychological sense. She does comment on how people use stress or other mental health conditions as an excuse for bad behavior. It's overused, she said, and it's not allowed to excuse impolite or insensitive
I think
actions.
that's true.
And Queen Elizabeth, and I quote, "We may hold different points of view, but it is in times of stress and difficulty that we most need to remember that we have much more in common than there is dividing us." Who does not love the Queen?
I know. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at our mental state of mind during the holidays. What adjectives come to mind? There are positives and negatives, but
What's an adjective?
Okay, we're gonna reel it back. Positives.
I think the holiday season can be very festive and joyful, and I like the songs, the lights, the trees, the decorations that people do. But it's starting earlier and earlier now, which gets under my skin. Like, it's not even Thanksgiving, and yet everybody has Christmas.
We've moved on. Christmas
Yeah.
is almost done.
It's almost done. They're almost putting Valentine's up now.
Right.
And I think that's really too bad because it just sort of takes away from you, like, really? Like, we haven't even had the next major holiday yet. So I think it's become too marketing, too commercialized, and that takes away from, for me, the joy of the season.
Well, and also, it's not about the stores and the stuff and the things, even though we do have this cute little Santa that waves its arms. But it's it's not about the stuff.
No.
It's about the family. It's about your faith. It's about all of that. So really getting back to I think the more off the rails we go one way, the more on the rails maybe we can go the other way, which is my hope. So some positive adjectives: grateful, hopeful, peaceful, relaxed, renewed, connected, and optimistic. And then there is, which honestly, I think more people are going to feel this way: overwhelmed, stress, anxiousness, tense, frazzled, exhausted, irritable, drained, lonely, isolated, obligated, underappreciated, and restless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I will say environment, though, plays somewhat of a role. So I grew up in New England where, it's always typically very snowy and often very cold at Christmas time. So you've got a whole nother element of environment. You got ice, you got snow, you got to navigate through to get to somebody's house for Christmas and so forth. And I remember the first year that I came down here and had Christmas, that here would be Florida. It was very weird for me because people are in, Hawaiian shirts going to the beach and and it's like 90 degrees
Flip-flops.
out. And yeah, exactly. But a whole lot less stressful because you didn't have that whole element of environment to deal with too. So
That plays a role. And then also, I feel like up north, you visit family more. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I think there's snow, there's ice, there's really nothing to do.
Yeah.
Nobody, the stores might not even be open.
Right.
Airports closed. Like, what are you going to do? You go over to family.
Right.
And you spend time with family.
And that's stressful.
And
in and of
that's
itself.
another ball of wax. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So we have a little positive, we have a little negative, but and the negative starts to creep in. So this is Dr. Jenny and Susan's list of ideas to help. I hope you're in agreement with this because I just roped you in here. When these emotions crop up and you can't seem to shake them. Number one, we've talked about this on many shows, exercise.
Yeah, that's so important.
Exercise,
Right.
like move your body. We're in control of our bodies. We eat all that weird stuff that comes along with the holidays. And I don't know about you, but I gain a few pounds here and there. And then next thing I know, I'm not feeling great about myself. So whatever, cartwheeling, dancing, jumping, running, elliptical, gym. Honestly, I say 10 minutes. And I'll tell you my secret. My secret every day is I do 9 minutes on this power plate vibration machine. Why 9? Because I feel like 10 is too much. And then I do the far infrared sauna for 10. Why? Because 11 is too much. It's just a mental game for me.
You have an infrared sauna at your house?
I do.
Wow,
I
nice.
do. But it's 10 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
Like every day. And the sauna is a way for you to kind of exercise without exercising.
Yeah.
Because you sweat.
Yeah, for your insides for sure. Yeah.
Yep. So definitely, my mother growing up made me, I was on the swim team. And even in the winter, you went to swim team practice.
Yeah.
Like it was year round, full on. You know how cold it is in West Virginia in the winter?
Yeah.
And to come out of that pool, anyway. So I'm a self-motivated person. I don't need to go to the gym. I don't know about you. I can do it. Like I can do it myself. I can put my music on and bam.
Yeah.
What about, do you need like a little coaching, a little motivation?
I have some YouTube videos that I love to watch, and that, depending upon what I feel like doing, if I'm stretching or if I'm cardio, whatever. But I do like going to the gym because there's a lot of guys at the gym.
I'm like, what do you like about the gym? Okay, but besides the guys, what do you like about the gym?
Well, I mean, there's all this different equipment. At home, you're
variety.
Variety. You're limited to the type of equipment you can use at home.
That's true.
I have dumbbells. I've got bands, but I don't have an elliptical
equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So, second thing I'd like to bring up, and Susan gets all the credit for this. It's the worry timer. We have mentioned this in a few shows, I think, and it was your grandmother.
Yep. She lived to be 104.
And tell me the story.
She would set a timer every day for 10 minutes, and that's how long she would allow herself to worry.
And then after the timer went off,
she didn't worry anymore. Now, don't ask me how easy it was for her to shut it on and off. And I have deep respect for people who might be listening who are like, yeah, that's not going to happen for me.
Right.
But that was her routine, and it worked for her. And there's some merit to not dwelling all day long on something. Give it its appropriate time. Honor it for what it is, and then move on.
And even if you need multiple times throughout the day, that's fine. But set a timer.
Yeah.
Because this stuff can take you into spirals.
Yeah.
And we don't want to spiral. We're not doing the holidays spiral.
No.
We are
That's
not doing that. All right. Thirdly, I have written down pray. Now, translation, pray, be quiet, believe in what you believe in, not necessarily praying. Get spiritual. Get centered. Right. I've started a new thing. When I come home from work, I like to sit. I put all my things down, just drop it, and I sit for 30 minutes on a timer, and I'm just quiet. The minute I walk in the door.
No, that's a really smart thing to do.
I got to tell you, it is making a huge difference because all the things from whatever, my day, I'm not throwing them on anyone else. I've processed it.
Yeah.
I've come, I'm clear.
That's a great idea, actually. Yeah.
And if I don't have 30 minutes, I'll do 15. So it's either 15 or 30, but I'm not skimping. I'm doing it every day.
Yeah.
And I like to sit in the dark. So I just sit in the dark. I have a wonderful rocking chair and I just sit there and I'm quiet on
Yeah.
the timer.
That's smart.
So
That's
yeah.
a smart idea.
I talk to God, I talk to my father, I talk to whomever, just I get out whatever's going on. And when I sit for 30 minutes, what I've realized is the first 15 minutes is me jabbering, and the second 15 minutes, I'm quiet.
Yeah.
So if it helps you, fantastic.
Yeah, that's great.
I came up with another idea and I titled it Take One Down. And it's not about doing shots of liquor, but you know how we all have the frantic holiday lists? I'm a sticky notepad lover. Like I love those yellow things. If I would have invented that, that would be
great.
so me.
Yeah.
But take one thing off the list. I have ridiculous lists. Sometimes before noon, I'm expecting myself to work out, have breakfast, do the coffee, and then I want to hit Lowe's, Publix, the office, TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby before noon. So, and Costco. And get it all done. And I've started this thing where, yes, I write the list and then I just take one off.
And where do you put it? Tomorrow's list? This afternoon's
Usually
list?
tomorrow's list.
Okay.
Or in a few days or the following weekend or whatever.
So you figure out what you have to do immediately and what could wait till another time.
Yeah. Just take one down.
Yeah.
Take one down.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you have any ideas, Susan, for
Yeah, I do.
as far as list
reducing
goes?
holiday stress.
Yeah,
I
reducing
do.
stress.
I have a list. So the first thing is don't take the Christmas tree down. Literally, I have my Christmas tree up year round. I am not kidding you. Because it's one less thing you have to worry about at the holiday season. Where are the ornaments? Where's the tree? Put it up. Now, it's a stylized tree, and I meant to bring a picture and I didn't, but it's not like an evergreen tree like the one on your head, or the one on mine. It's
Cheers.
It's a stylized tree, but make no mistake, it's a tree with lights on it. And it stays up year round. And often presents are under it year round. And some of them are presents from last year that I never opened up. What's that cake that people give, that Italian cake, panettone?
Oh, yeah,
what
the
is it called?
panettone. Or,
Panettone, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Well, whoever gave me one last year, don't give me another one.
Because it's still under the tree.
It's still under the tree. And today's date is November 21st. Okay, so.
Panettone.
Yeah, panettone. So, but the point I'm trying to make is that I keep it up year round, so it reduces the stress of like putting it up. And it's a very nice decorative thing in my living room. It doesn't look really like a Christmas tree. And then all year long, I buy presents. If I see something I like, I'm like, oh, Jenny would love this. I'll buy it and put it under the Christmas tree. So by the time Christmas rolls around, but really I think I'm done my Christmas shopping now, and it's just November. I'm done.
You're really done?
I'm done.
You're done.
I am super done. And they're under the tree and they're wrapped. So my point is, why am I running around? Because for years I ran around like a nutcase, getting presents at the last minute. And when I lived in Maine, LL Bean was open 24 hours a day, including Christmas Eve, right? So you could go to LL Bean, and all the other nutcases who waited till the last minute were there. And I would buy, a flannel shirt for you, your size medium, but you'd have to get a triple extra large because that's all that was available, right?
With the gift receipt,
so
we can work out the sizing.
Exactly. So do your gifts in advance. This is what I do to help reduce.
Okay, so get the gifts in advance and put them under my pre-made tree that's up year round.
Well, that's what I do.
So then I'm not stressing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
I like this.
Then make a list of what you want for Christmas. So you don't get more of those panicotti, panettone, whatever they are. Make a list and just say, if somebody says, I don't know what to get you for Christmas, say, oh, well, I really need
5 cut diamond earrings.
There you go.
5 carat.
I was thinking nail clippers, but yeah, you've got the better idea. So do that. That helps reduce stress in terms of like getting something like, oh my God.
Get clear on what you want.
And you got to make a nice expression when you open the gift in front of the person, but you're super disappointed. Well, let them know ahead of time what you want.
I need to find out what you want for Christmas, and you need to ask me what I want for Christmas. We haven't done that. We got to figure that out.
Oh, yeah, we still have time.
Okay.
I'm sure there's something under the tree that I haven't yet named.
I'm going to get the panettone.
Why don't you come Why don't you come over to my house and pick something out from under the tree and figure out what you want? All right, and then the other one is family. And I know one of the things that you talked about is like you should really limit alcohol during the holidays because it can up the stress. And I say double the alcohol during the holidays because you have family that you have to deal with, and find coping mechanisms for dealing with family at the holidays. Set boundaries. I'm only going to be at their house from such and such a time to such and such a time, because beyond that it starts to unravel.
Yeah.
Or you're not going to disrupt your own holiday for your own family, your immediate family, because somebody wants to see you. I mean, you got to be very careful with your time.
Yeah.
So those are my hints for getting through the holidays.
I love it. I love it. Let me see. I have some other little words of wisdom here that I wanted to share, and I apologize because I forgot my printout today, so I'm stealing it from Susan. I wrote down cleanliness is king. So we're having people over, friends, family, whatever. And I like my place. I mean, I'm a dentist, so I work in a pretty sterile environment, and I'm big into clean in the office, right? So office comes first, home is second, but home is a close second.
Okay.
So I need it to be clean. I can't have people over and they go to the bathroom and there's dust bunnies in the corner, so I
right.
got to do that.
Right.
But how do you do it without stressing yourself out? Because getting ready for people to come over can be stressful, especially if
Right.
you're cooking and
That's
doing
so
stuff.
true. Right.
So I came up with these little ideas. Bathrooms that guests potentially may use, they have to be clean, mandatory, right? My second rule is the vacuum is enough. You do not need, we're not mopping here. It's just vacuuming. It's a quick da-da-da-da-da. By the way, I love Dyson. I know you spend a lot of money on a Dyson, but my gosh, that thing
they
is
are great.
It
Do you
gets
do
everything.
use the hair dryer too?
I do.
You do? And
I
that's
do.
worth the money because that's
Oh,
expensive.
It's you dry your hair. What's your time worth? You dry your
Yeah.
hair in 1 minute. I have
Oh.
fine hair. It didn't take anything.
Okay.
Yeah. I have another hair product I should
That's what I
tell
want
you
for
about
Christmas.
too. Oh, okay.
I know they're like $4.50, but buck up.
Well, no, but they go on sale all the time. Anyway,
well,
okay.
Look for Black Friday sales.
Third, hide the laundry. You don't need to do the laundry. You don't need to fold it. You just hide it. Hide the laundry before people come over. I call it fake make the bed. So you don't have to put the sheet,
You just
pull
need
the
a
comforter
duvet
over,
cover.
put the pillows up, fine, right? And then the kitchen is like the bathroom. It is mandatory. You've got to clean your kitchen. Don't have stuff in your sink drain, sitting there from last week. Clean your kitchen. So the other thing that I do is before I do all of this, I turn on music. And I actually have a cleaning playlist.
Oh, good.
It's got Bachman
You don't
Turner.
have a cleaning girl?
No, not at my home. No. At the office I do, but not at home.
Because you like cleaning.
It's another thing. Well, it's an expense, but it's another thing. It's another person. I can't, if I need to take a nap and it's a Thursday, no, so-and-so's coming. I just rather do it myself than have the cleaning lady.
Yeah.
So I turn on Bachman Turner Overdrive, Taking Care of Business, Fortunate Son by John Fogerty of CCR.
I love that song, yeah.
I mean, all that. Bruno Mars is on my cleaning playlist. I will light candles, pour a glass of wine, crank up my CCR, and off I go.
I didn't know that you were into
So easy.
CCR.
Oh, I love
One of
Creedence
my
Clearwater.
really dear friends is one of the founding members of CCR and lives here in Sarasota. We should get him on the podcast.
I love and adore that
me
generation
too,
of music. And to talk to someone that has been in that industry and lasted that long.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
I watched the CMA. This is totally nothing to do with the holidays, but I watched the latest CMAs, and there are some beautiful people. Don't get me wrong. I mean, beautiful, insanely people that are in the country realm. For me, I like the OGs. I like Dolly Parton. I like Reba. I like the ones that have been in there. Clint Black, is it?
Yeah.
Clint Black.
Yeah.
I
He's
need
been
the
around
ones
forever.
that have been around forever, that are
yeah.
the survivors. So CCR, I would love to talk to your friend.
Yeah.
And then lastly, what I do during the holidays that de-stresses me is the more that I can give away, the better I feel about me.
I think that's true.
So the Goodwill truck, I'm lining that up to come and just pick stuff up. I mean, There are pieces of furniture that I have in my closet and in my garage, and
Yeah.
it's been there forever. What am I doing with that?
Yeah.
I need to give it
No,
away.
that's a great charitable thing to do at the holidays.
Clothes,
For sure. Yeah.
be generous. The
Yeah.
more generous and the more you can help other people, it takes the focus off of yourself, off of
Right.
me, makes me feel great. So, and I came up with this little phrase that I think is really worthy of something, like maybe a Nobel Prize or something. Generosity generates the genius of the selfless heart.
Generosity
Generates the genius of the selfless heart. When you're generous, that selflessness that is within you just radiates out and cures everything.
I think that's a good statement.
So between all of those little techniques and ideas, Susan, I think hopefully we've helped somebody out there. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, hopefully we're constantly helping people out there. I mean, because we that have been around the block a little bit, so we have some time-worn things that were used to help us, and so hopefully it helps other people. But it's a very stressful time of year, and we're not even talking like single mothers with 3 kids, and so anytime you can be kind to somebody who you see is going to have much more of a burden than you do, and it's a burdensome time of year for all of us. But try to help them. Yeah.
So in summary, for me, having my career as a dentist, managing life, relationships, all the things in between brings on a lot of stress, especially during the holidays. So I remember that cleanliness is king. I remember to exercise. I use my worry timer, thanks to Susan. I spend time in silence praying, and I take one down.
Yeah.
And with that, I would say together, we can eliminate holiday stress or mitigate it. We can rise to the top.
Yeah.
We can stay at the top, and we can dream bigger than we've ever imagined.
Yeah. Let me add one more thing. We can say no. Like, we don't have to accept every invitation that comes our way.
Absolutely.
And at this time of year, there's a lot of them.
Yep.
So you can pick and choose and just say no. I've been out for 2 nights in a row, and I'm staying home tonight.
Like the no.
Like
the not the panettone, the no. Just say no. No. Thank you all for listening. That's a wrap. We thank you for listening and hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you did, please share this show with friends and family and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This way, you'll never miss weekly drops. Stay strong, dream big, and floss your teeth.